easier. And then that way this gold is inside the walls too, and this wood is safer. But hey ho, Gem tried to zoo the scout, it looks like. So big respect for Gem. Yeah. Is he walling with 6 vills? He's walling with a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vills walling. I have no issue with that. No issue with the amount of vills he's using to wall. Second to it, make sure he gets the walls up and then can play his boomer game that he wants to. Makes sense to me. Gem going for the FC though. Going for a fast castle. I didn't expect 2 lumbercamp fast castle with the 6 vills spread out like this, but it's our own iteration. It's going to be a reasonable time. Going to be a little bit low on food though after not being able to get those deer, and I think a couple of sheep must have been stolen away. Walling into the TC. This is smart as well if she gets the wall up in time, which she should by the time the scouts arrive. Well, exactly, right? That's one thing to say at our ELO as well, is that people often don't commit to a decision, and he very much committed to that decision, and I'm okay with it. The problem is, Gem is already on her way to Castle Age with a very impressive fast castle time, and there's a hole in this wall. Is there not? Yeah, there you go. Neither of them realised. This vill could have been dead. And as he starts to battle down at these 2 villages and try to get some damage in, Gem's just happily ticking away up. And the thing is, she's going to go straight into camels. In fact, if she builds a barracks in a stable, she can start adding camel scouts now. No, she can't because that's Kajara's. In fact, these don't get camel scouts, but still, get the barracks down, get the stable down, add in some camels, and then he's going to have to boom himself. And he's going to have to do a quick job of it. He's obviously delayed. Farms like this, JR? Come on. Come on, bro. This isn't even close to anything. Too busy trying to micro down the scouts and do damage, and that's great and all, but long term, this is really, really inefficient. Like, I'm really not a fan of that. Like, he's built all these walls to keep his eco safe, and then the farm's just as close to the outside as it is to the inside. Look how far this village is walking. How much more food has another villager gathered in time? That's nearly a full trip. That'll teach him more committing true. Scouts are again trying to get in, but this time on a different wood line. Gem's Castle Age will ding, and at that point JR will probably go hang on and cut and pick in minute. Something's happening and it isn't sounding good. So he's going to have to fucking try and get his eco rolling sooner rather than later. Bills are going to be able to pick off this one scout as well. Spears are finally in for Gem to defend with because the barracks is up too, and Camels are here to help out as well. So these scouts are going to be cleared up. But JR is too busy trying to sort out his eco to be able to answer. And as he builds that stable, he's going to realise, hang on, Hindustanis, that's a camel. Do I really want to go for Berbers? So maybe it's going to be Berber camels. And Berber camels are the Hindustani camels. I know which ones I'm rooting for, and it's not the Berbers. It's not the Berbers. Sure, they're a little bit cheaper, but these camels attack so fast. Look how quick that thing made work at the scouts. Sure, it's the bonus damage, but they attack so much faster as well. JR better reinforce his walls home, but I completely agree with that sentiment. And he will start to house wall behind the palisade. He needs to get the side done first, and then can work back here. I think you're right. He will be able to click up soon. His economy isn't too bad with 33 votes to Gem's 26. But of course, she's adding in a second TC, and the camels are going to start to come forwards right now. And JR should be at panic stations if he wasn't already. This upsets me so much. It's not going to look so bad now, I guess, but it still upsets me. I want to watch from the second he gets 10 food. This guy was on 6. Alright, so he collected, dropped off, and got 2 more before this guy started. So, yeah, so it's about 8 or 9 food collection that this villager is not getting. So it's nearly a full fucking collection in this walk. That's making me really sad. Double palisade coming down at the back of JR, going to buy him as much time as you can. Spears to defend as well. Going to house wall behind the palisade that's been attacked, and Gem isn't over-committing to the camels here. She's quite happy to just boom away at home, put a little bit of pressure on JR and make him panic and have to wall up, and that is a lot of wood that he's have to put in a more villager eco that is not and spent on food or gold, and instead is going to go into reinforcing the defense of his base. So pretty good amount of investment from Gem without going too far and being able to boom at home. I think pretty solid so far. What are we gonna see from JR as an answer when he hits the Castle Age is the question. Jim finds the double palisades.